Welcome to Ancestry Lands, your place for land ownership, preparedness, motivation, and more. Today we're talking about something truly magical. Bacon fat. Yes, bacon fat. That glorious, golden, melty goodness that most people throw away. Gasp. But not us. Oh no, we're about to turn that bacon grease into something legendary. But first, storage rules. Because science. Now before we get cooking, we gotta talk storage. First, let that bacon fat cool down a bit. We don't want any explosions in your fridge. Then, strain it through a fine mesh sieve or cheesecloth. Once strained, pour it into an airtight container, a mason jar, a ceramic crock, even a repurposed pickle jar will do. Pop it in the fridge for up to 3 months, or in the freezer for practically forever. Did you know you can swap out butter or shortening for bacon fat in baking? Oh yeah! We're talking next-level flavor here. Imagine fluffy, flaky biscuits with a hint of smoky saltiness. Or a batch of cornbread that'll make your taste buds sing. And cookies? That salty-sweet combo is a game-changer. Just maybe cut back on the salt in the recipe. Remember, baking is a science, so start with small substitutions and see what your taste buds tell you. Bacon? In cookies? That's like wearing socks with sandals. But trust me on this one, it works beautifully. Swap in a tablespoon or two of bacon fat for butter in your favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe, bake like normal, and prepare to have your mind blown. These cookies are seriously addictive, folks. If your kids make this face when you serve greens, listen up. Bacon fat is about to become your secret weapon. Sauté some chopped garlic in a couple tablespoons of bacon fat until it's fragrant. Add a pinch of red pepper flakes for a little kick, then toss in your spinach or collard greens. Cook until they're wilted and tender. Suddenly those greens aren't just edible, they're incredible. You can thank me later. Bacon fat and ice cream? It sounds crazy, I know. But trust me, it's a culinary revelation. Add a couple teaspoons of cooled, solidified bacon fat to your ice cream base before churning. It adds this incredible richness and depth of flavor that you just can't get from anything else. Next time someone says, you can't put bacon in everything, hit them with a scoop of bacon-infused goodness. Bacon fat and meat? Now that's a match made in culinary heaven. For steaks, season generously with salt and pepper, then sear them in a cast iron skillet with a good dollop of bacon fat and some smashed garlic cloves. The bacon fat will create a beautiful crust on the steak, while the garlic infuses everything with its savory aroma. The result? A juicy, buttery, smoky masterpiece that'll have you licking your plate clean. Use this technique for burger patties, pork chops, basically anything that mooed or oinked. Let's be honest, salads can be kinda boring. But they don't have to be. Not when you've got bacon fat in your arsenal. In a small saucepan, combine bacon fat with apple cider vinegar, a touch of Dijon mustard, and a pinch of sugar. Heat gently until the bacon fat melts and everything is combined. Pour it over a bed of fresh spinach, crumbled bacon, because why not, and some toasted pecans. You know I love my cast iron. It's the workhorse of the kitchen, the culinary blank canvas. Rub a generous amount of bacon grease all over your skillet, inside and out. Place it upside down on a baking sheet and bake it in a low oven for a few hours. Repeat this process a few times and boom, your skillet will be so seasoned it'll practically cook your food for you. Who says we can't share the bacon love with our feathered friends? This DIY bird feeder is so easy to make, even a squirrel could do it. In a bowl, combine melted bacon grease with birdseed, mixing well to combine. Pour the mixture into molds. You can use muffin tins, silicone molds, or even just shape it by hand. Once the mixture hardens, pop those bacony treats out of the molds and hang them outside. You'll have a whole flock of feathered friends flocking to your backyard thinking they've hit the jackpot. And finally, we arrive at the holy grail of bacon fat usage potatoes. Heat a generous amount of bacon fat in a cast iron skillet over medium heat. Add your potatoes, making sure they're in a single layer so they crisp up nicely. Let them cook undisturbed until they develop a golden brown crust on the bottom. Season with salt and pepper and get ready for the most delicious potatoes you've ever tasted. So there you have it, 10 ways to turn bacon fat into pure awesomeness. No more wasting liquid gold. We've baked, we've cooked, we've even made bird feeders, all in the name of bacon fat. Now it's your turn to get creative. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite way to use bacon fat? And remember folks, preparedness isn't just about having a well-stocked pantry, it's about knowing how to use what you've got. And with bacon fat, the possibilities are endless. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Ancestry Lands.